Hey everyone, our team been working really hard on putting this presentation together. Now I hope you enjoy it. Our team OTOB, my name's Christopher Davis, enjoy the show.
I'm Abdurrahman Zatar.
Good afternoon, I am Carly Van Gameren.
I'm Terry Petzes.
My name is Nam Nguyen.
So the concept we chose was values. We thought values was a great opportunity. Everybody in business and in your own personal lives, we use values for everything. Now, I have a little 2-minute video to show you to break down the meaning of values and some of the key points we're going to be hitting in our presentation today. Now, what are values? What are they? I could simply give you a regular definition, but I'm going to break it down for you.
In ethics, values donate the degree of importance of something or action with the aim of determining what actions are best to do or what way is best to live.
Positivity values. Positivity has a huge impact on employee performance. If you have a boss who is generally negative around you and the rest of your colleagues, the actual morale of the business would drop. When negativity comes around in a certain group, it doesn't just affect a certain individual, it affects the entire group.
Personal values. Values are formed since you was a child, and as you grow up, the values can be re-evaluated by some change or something big happened. Additionally, core values are what most people have in common, and that's also what makes them most different in characteristic.
Family values are those values that are cherished and taught within the family unit. This new wave of normal has served to alter family values, and the old emphasis on traditional roles has evolved along with the family structure. Parents who work hard and teach kids about the importance of personal achievement and working to the best of their ability are showing children that they value work and education.
Now how about moral values? Moral values are the standards of good and evil, which run someone's behavior and choices. An individual's morals may stem from society and government, religion, or personality. When moral values come from society and government, they may change as the laws and morals of society change.
Honesty values.
Honesty is an important value because it contributes to a positive mindset and facilitates moral acceptable behavior. Honesty is an important life skill for people, but especially beneficial for children.
We chose Sony as a great organization to showcase the meaning of values. They use it in their customer base and their employees within their system.
So when we're taking a look at Sony and its positive effects that it has on the company, it's really important to have positivity around in the workplace, not only to increase the morale of the workplace, but to make everybody just feel safe right at home and to increase productivity. How this affects Sony in a big way, let's take a look at PlayStation 3 for example. When that came out at the time during the rivalry with Microsoft, a lot of the product was down because of the fact that they weren't actually selling a lot. But when you take a look at PlayStation 4, they learned from their mistakes, they kept a positive upbeat about it, and now they're ahead of the gaming market.
Let's take a look at how Sony applied personal values. At first, they work very hard to meet customer expectation, to be a good corporate citizen who commit to the law, regulation, social standard of all countries around the world, managing their parts and material to reduce their impact on the environment. So let's look how effective it is. Sony has doing a good job on the environment, which they only took parts and material for its production, and also Sony principle is focused on children education.
There are many ways in which Sony shows its dedication towards family values. A few of these are its implementation of flexible working time, volunteer programs for its employees, and as well, Sony Pictures has started to make more family-friendly films. What this means is that with flexible working hours, families have more opportunity to spend time together, such as picking up and dropping off their kids at school. Volunteer programs have included building homes for families in need. A home is a necessity for a family, and Sony shows that they are aware that not all families have this type of thing.
Moral values are the standards of good and evil, which run someone's behavior and choices. An individual's morals may stem from society and government, religion, or personality. When moral values come from society and government, they may change as the laws and morals of the society change. For example, the influence of changing laws on moral values could be seen in the instance of marriage versus living together. Sony implements various methods with the thousands of employees for Sony.
Honesty values. It's a great way of establishing fair competition between two different companies, especially rival companies such as Sony, Apple, and other big tech giants that also practice ethical laws and regulations. Now, some of the effects. This is great for the company. Why? Because they have a wide range of fan base worldwide. And keeping that, they have to keep a promise to their consumers, their shareholders, and the employees that work there. So what did I learn? I learned that being team leader is very hard. It's all about time management and being able to work in a cohesive, good, communicated group. Yes, we did work in WhatsApp, but we also did face-to-face communication, which is the greatest form of communication. And honestly, what would I change? I wouldn't change anything. I think we did a great job.
What I can definitely say for me is something that I would change in the future is being the team leader myself. There's a point, Chris, where you said, you know what? I've got a lot of stuff going on. Does anybody want to take over this leadership? And you know, even though in my head I felt like I could do it and people were nominating me to do it, I had a fear in the end of being group leader. So I turned the position down. Because you know what, I was afraid that I wasn't going to do a good job.
I think what I learned from this group is responsibility. You have to do your work on time. Something I would like to change is, which is every week we change the leader. So in that way, one person don't have to take all the weight of the group.
For me, what I've learned throughout this whole time is that time management is insanely important in terms of the fact that not even just this class, but managing yourself with other groups. If you don't have that, you're not going to be able to cooperate with your group. You're not going to be able to tell them when you're going to meet deadlines. You're not going to be able to, communicate with them on in a better level in terms of what you want them to do and what they want you to do. So I think time management is definitely important.
So I learned better team management and communication skills. A few things that I messed up on were completing tasks on certain deadlines, and I think that's one aspect that I need to fix for myself.